Agama a few weeks ago, an experiment went wrong at the Alignment Research Center. The group was
Eight of Cups, Pisces energy at the foundation of the reading. So I've been getting a lot of downloads in relation to this particular reading that we're going to start digging into now. And some of the phrases that I heard were the war angels have been released. And I also heard that there's an energy here that doesn't know how to make their way back to you because of how much damage they have done. And this has very much triggered a karmic cycle in their life. It's as if every day of their life is consumed by trying to plan how to make their way back into your life. But they'll never actually find the courage to do this. So instead of living a wallet inside this energy, it really is guilt eating your life. But this is very, very well deserved on your part for all that you've put into. Now this is going to range from each and every one of you, but for some of you out there, they took some violent actions towards you. Now I'm just going to give you guys the most extreme case of what I'm picking up here, and then each one of you can place that accordingly in your own. What I'm about to say is most definitely all of you, and it doesn't have to be, okay? But there are some individuals in the collective that actually dealt with some sort of attempts on their by family members, by friends, individuals that didn't want to see them on level. I've heard so many things the past 48 hours in relation to this reading. I've heard people being hired to try and track you down. I've heard family members trying to put things in your food and drinks, trying to make you sick. I've, of course, heard a lot of messages surrounding rituals that were done to bring sickness and poverty into your lives. But what I've really started to feel the past couple of full moon cycles is a weight being lifted. Typically speaking, every full moon cycle for the past few years, I find myself battening down the hatches, so to speak, preparing for an energy that I know is going to come my way. It can create an anxious feeling, but more than anything, it's just really frustrating and annoying. But none of these attacks have hit any of you to the full capacity that they were intended to. A little bit of this energy has leaked through just so you can get a taste of what's going on, in order to trigger an intuitive awareness surrounding who is doing this. And all of you know on an intuitive level, all of you are 100% spot on. Not a single one of you doesn't know who has been partaking in this. But I found that the last full moon cycle and this full moon cycle, there's been nothing. It's as if the battlefield has been evacuated. See, there's been this energy inside the collective for quite some time where we've all been under attack, but we haven't done it. We've just been using it as a way to empower ourselves, transmuting this energy to really take control over our lives and step into our power, become the best versions of ourselves we can possibly be. That's where all of our focus is gone. Not only has all of this been noticed by the divine, but a lot of you have completely transformed your lives because of these attacks. But now, as promised, there is this energy of retaliation. The war angels have been released because you haven't taken this fight into your own hands, but instead fighting for your happiness and for control over your life. You've allowed the divine to now stand up in your favor and fight back for you. The individuals on the opposing force for all of you are under judgment. I've been picking up an energy surrounding some family members that are going through some sort of mental confusion. You know, people who partake in any sort of energy manipulation, black magic, spell work, even word witchery, speaking wickedness in people's lives, trying to bring the spirit of madness into other people's fields, don't seem to understand that one day they'll wake up and that spirit would have been returned back to them. See, though from our perspective it takes time for this energy to reverse, and again it can be very frustrating. Once it does finally hit, it almost feels instantaneous to all parties involved. It feels as though this is what's starting to take place now. That spirit is showing up in all these individuals' front doorsteps. It's sitting on the pillows at night, waiting for them. But in saying all of this, the individuals in the collective that have been doing the work, being very mindful, the steps they're taking, working to improve their life, keeping your nose out of the fight, redirecting that energy back into yourself. See, I always speak about in the readings that we need to fight, right? And what I mean by this is you fight for your happiness, you fight for your purpose, you fight for your own well-being, and being able to stand on your own 2 feet in confidence and not allow anybody to push you back down. That's what I mean. In the day time when we're starting to see so many truths around us, whether it's in our own individual lives, it's in our communities, it's in the world stage, it's happening on all levels. And we need to really focus on what it is we can control, which is ourselves. So in saying that, it's so important that we're doing everything we can to be the absolute best versions of ourselves we can possibly be, so we can show up to this war that we're all fighting in the ethos. Together, all of you are balancing your health, spirit, mind, and body. All need to be working in tandem. Now's the time to be going forward and making sure that you're leaving no stone unturned. Those individuals in the collective that don't understand this and are essentially waiting to be saved will be left behind. We're starting to realize now that in this day and age we have been sold an idea that someone or something is going to come save us. We haven't really known any better until now, because it's just all a part of the lie that we've been living, the illusion, the matrix. But the one way that you can always assure that you're going to be okay, if you just work on saving yourself, not waiting on somebody else. That's not a life well lived. We're here to carve out a path for the generations that follow behind us, whether this is in our families or communities or just something we leave behind. This is what it means to live a life of purpose, and that's why we're here. All of us were birthed into this matrix, and just to be clear, when I speak about the matrix, I'm essentially speaking about the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution is essentially a kind of prison that we all live inside of us to keep us distracted, so we can't focus on what matters. We can't focus on our connection with Spirit, the Divine, God, Source, Energy. When we're not able to focus on that connection, it becomes very difficult for us to find our way through these life cycles and make it to our purpose, which leads us to our destiny, so we can fulfill our mission. All of our missions has to do with the health of this planet, the collective. When we're able to navigate this life cycle of energy and purpose, we each play our part, and we each fulfill the mission or the contract that we agreed to before we came here. The whole purpose of this opposing energies is to stop us from happening. Even though we are all one inside this universe, we live inside a duality. There's 2 polarities. That duality is best represented by God and Lucifer, the Great Rebellion. And our lives are essentially a kind of vortex. It's a version of that same story playing out over and over and over. Just about every karmic cycle we go through in our lives can also be related back to the same story. Where we have the sacred please. Pages surface while you're stepping into greatness right now, greatness that none of these individuals ever expected from you. It's people choking on their words, picking up an energy of regret here. But they don't regret that they did these things. They regret that they're being watched the entire time by the Divine. Rather than try and think about surrendering to the Divine and accepting their fate and starting the long road that led to their karma that is sentenced to them by the judgment angels, these individuals are still trying to devise plans in order to stop you. An energy of complete delusion. Madness is really what it comes down to. But that's the world that they've created for themselves. They've now imprisoned themselves inside that cycle that they meticulously crafted. The events play over and over and over. And all of these individuals, whether they like it or not, are being given a front row seat to their success, however that may show up for you. They're going to watch you rise. They're going to watch you become what they never, ever thought you would be. But, interestingly enough, they always knew there was something special. This is why they did this to begin with. It's an energy where they were essentially threatened. Being able to keep you away from this made them feel very powerful. Some of these individuals, again, fathers for some of you, may have had success in their life, and these fathers or family members did something to you. I feel by way of some sort of ritual sacrifice, sacrificing your light to some sort of deity for success, right? So the simplest way I can put this is this father wanted success in their life. So they decide to go to some sort of dark magic, black magic, in order to achieve this. And they're told that they need to sacrifice one of their family members. I knew what they said in love this, but I'm going to start from somewhere because it's almost contradictory to this entire energy. It doesn't really make sense to say that. But whatever the case, this entity, this deity, whatever it is they went to, wanted you, wanted your light, wanted your purpose. It's as if this entity knew what you were going to accomplish in your life. They saw this to be a threat, and they told this family member that if they do things in your life to make sure that you're never able to step into this energy of purpose, your calling essentially, then they would make sure that they always provide to them the success and security that they're trying to manifest into their life. These family members are now having major lack of success in their life. Their businesses and businesses are falling apart. If they were once wealthy, their wealth is diminishing. The products, the services that they once provided to individuals are no longer in demand. These individuals are becoming obsolete. Picking up on a very narcissistic, megalomaniac kind of family member here. Somebody whose whole career defined them. This is also somebody whose worst fear is to be forgotten in the field or sector that they work in. This individual here is going to be one of the first individuals to be sentenced to this karma because this is somebody who's evaded this karma for decades and decades and decades. And they say that most narcissists don't get their karma until later on in life. They leave this life cycle going through karmic retribution, which comes packaged with a one-way ticket to have this particular family member never saw this coming. This is a very dark, evil individual. If it's a male, it's an evil warlock. If it's a female, it's an evil witch. Somebody who has spread nothing but misery and hate their entire life. A very, very unhealed, broken individual that deserves everything that they have come to them. This is the kind of person that would throw their own children under the bus for their success. And I feel that this individual did just that. This individual or individuals is going to watch you rise to a level of success that they were never able to achieve, because I feel that where you're going, you are actually going to be. There's something around your communication and words. It could be something artistic as well. It's just something you do that affects a lot of people, or is going to affect a lot of people. You change people's lives based off of the horrors that you've been through in your own life. You have a way of delivering messages of support to people who need it most, that may be going through the same karmic cycles that you have graduated on from. You are very much a leader, and no matter where you are in relation to this message, it's only going to just be better for you. A couple of years from now, you're going to look back and you're going to be blown away at how far your life has come in such a short period of time. You're going to see that there really is magic in this world, in this reality, when you align with your calling and allow the divine to guide you through this matrix that we're all living in. You know, you need to understand that you must ask for guidance. You must ask for support and healing from the divine. It doesn't just show up, which took me a while to understand, but I think probably the simplest way I can put this is, if you really look at our lives as essentially being birthed into a war zone, right? And the divine is up in the ethers and they're trying to guide us while we're down here, it would make sense that you essentially need to pick up your CD radio and check in with headquarters, right? Which can be seen as prayer, meditation, mantras. Okay, this is how you get these messages. This is how you allow the healing energy to come through for you. You must check in. Okay, so checking in is probably a good term to really frame what I'm trying to deliver to all of you. Okay, there's areas of your life that need healing, you need guidance, you need support with, you need to leave it with God. In other words, God, I need help with this, I need support with this. Just ask. Now, our environment littered with things that want to keep our vibrations low, want to keep our spirit, mind, and body feeling very lethargic and clouded and in a very low vibrational state. So the things that you can control are going to be what you consume. This is so incredibly important right now, because if you notice worldwide, the quality of the food that we're all consuming, it's as if everything has been tampered with, because they're going all in because they know that people. This is also going to focus on The zodiac readings, I think for probably, well, for a little while now, at least the past month, our health is so incredibly important because it allows us to be the receiver of these messages, right? We need to keep our vibrations maintained. And the simplest ways we can do this are with our diets, our physical exercise, and meditation. Okay, these are going to be the three main things. These are your weapons. This is how you fight against this energy. As long as you're doing this, and you're doing your absolute best, it's just about impossible to be perfect. There's always going to be little hiccups. Don't be hard on yourself. Just get up and keep going. You're always going to get up. You always. That never goes away. You just get up and you keep pushing forward. And this is what I really mean by fighting. That's the energy that we need to fight in our own lives. Just really stay focused on that. Everything outside of that is a distraction. It wants to keep us away from being able to be present in the things that are most important in order to receive our downloads, our guidance, our orders from the divine on how we're to live. Where do we have the solar plexus, please? High Priestess Pisces energy, the solar plexus. And if you know, you know. I'm kind of speechless. This just came out of everything you just said. High Priestess is all related to your intuition, your higher guidance. It's coming right in with the solar plexus, which is all related to your confidence, your standing, your power. Keeping this balance. Mind, body, and spirit. Prayer, meditation, physical activity. These are the things you can control. So this needs to be your focus. Can we have the heart, please? Fine. Taurus energy. These individuals are going to watch you rise, however that shows up. They're going to get front row seats whether they like it or not. This is all a part of their karma. Witnessing you accomplish everything that they tried to stop you from doing in your life. A lot of you have a really amazing story of hope and overcoming serious darkness in your lives. These individuals are essentially the villains in your story. This is what they've been reduced to. Once being on top, laughing and pointing at you, to now being on the bottom, in an energy of poverty, right? Being reduced to the villains in your story that will make you remember for years and years to come, long after you're gone. You'll never forget. The Tower, Aries energy at the throat. See, this is going around with everything I'm saying, so here they are, right? They're being ejected from this sense of false security that they constructed off of your pain. The divine launching them out of this idea of who they thought they were and who they thought you were. I just heard, think again. It's like the war angels have come into these individuals' lives and ripped the rug out from underneath them. Five of Pentacles followed by the Tower. This is about as bad gets in relation to these energies here. There's this destruction which contains within it a new universe, right? So it's really the energy of a new timeline where the script is being flipped, everything is being made right, this path being clear, and there's this flash of inspiration after which nothing can remain the same. I just heard shock and awe. It's going to be undeniable to any of the energies that witness this going down. This is the type of situation that makes people a believer in a higher power. That there's just no other way that this can unfold the way it did. And this God was truly working in your life. People are going to have to speak the words, the wickedness that they uttered in the ethers about you. I don't know why, but I'm seeing somebody online right now trying to speak. And you open your mouth and a little squeak comes out. I feel like this could be a mother. There's something going on with her voice or throat chakra. It's almost as if she's entering the early stages of becoming catatonic. I just heard so clearly, if she won't stop spewing that poison into the ethers about you, then you're going to shut down the phone. Awake, but silence, Tower at the throat, it speaks of exactly what I said. There's also an energy here about you telling your story, speaking your truth. This is all a part of it. Really have to put up. Yeah, at the third eye, Scorpio energy, Phoenix rising from the ashes, turning energy, complete transformation. This is an entirely new beginning for all of you. You're being put on top, being put on the front lines. You're They're being put in charge, so to speak. I just heard the powers being put into the hands of the people. An evolutionary kind of energy that I'm picking up here. This can speak on multiple levels, your life and what we may be going through, collectively speaking as well, which again is all working in tandem, as above, so below kind of energy. Everything that's happening on the collective stage is just a macro version of what's happening in your life. You know, we're starting to see evil for what it really is in the world. People are supposedly leading us. They're now starting to understand that they're pretty much just all leading us to a form of death. They're not doing anything. I just heard, this is a little off topic, but I guess it's relevant in some capacity. We pay taxes to essentially take lives, fund a war, when our taxes should be going to helping families, let's say, in Maui. That fact alone, you would think would be enough to cause people to start revolting. But it's just really speaking about how broken the world is and how much we've put up with. This is exactly the same thing in our own individual lives. There's just this misdirection of power and resources. The focus has been on the destruction of you, humanity. Like I was saying earlier in the reading, you were sacrificed so somebody else can attain some sort of success in you. It's all the same. So now I see why they wanted me to speak about what I just said, so I can bring it right back down to what's happening with you, of macro to micro. What do we have the crown, please? 7 of Cups. Scorpio energy. Further reiterating the message I just gave. See, this to me, in a reading like this, is representing this matrix, this lie, coming to an end. And it's right underneath the crown chakra. The war angel spirit ripping down the veil. So you can see the truth. You can see what's actually been taking place. This amazing yes. You see that for who they truly are now. The illusion is coming to an end. What do we have in the foundation for this? 10 of Cups, perfect. Yeah, for a lot of you, this is family. People very close to you who did this. You know, a lot of these individuals that did this to you have yet to address your accusations against them. So what I mean by that is some of you have spoken about this. Maybe you have social media platforms or something, and they've all heard this, but they haven't come forward trying to correct you. They just essentially buried their head in the sand, which doesn't necessarily show their innocence. If you're being accused of something you're innocent of, wouldn't you be trying to clear your name? Of course, especially if it's family accusing you of something that's very wicked. You wouldn't want somebody you love thinking such horrible things about you. They're just not really sorry is what it comes down to. And what they've done, I feel, is a lot more extreme than you may even think. You have to do a lot to somebody to get to the point where too much has been done to where you can't communicate with somebody again. You would have to try to have that individual hurt in some manner. And this is exactly what I've been picking up in this entire reading. It's taken you a really long time to accept this truth. It's a process. Part of the process is blaming yourself as well. Start to question yourself. It's all a part of it. But if you are still feeling that way, you can stop, okay? Because you're not to blame for any of this. You didn't do anything wrong. You really have to understand that you were sent into these individuals' lives for a reason that you may not even be able to fully grasp ever. There's a bigger purpose to all of this. What do we have to say for this? 6 of Cups, Scorpio energy, flames at the sacral. Yeah, these individuals are stuck in this cycle of madness. They're stuck in the cycle of what they've done to you. So they're going to start coming across people who start to do similar to them. It's all part of this vortex they're now stuck in. That mirrors all the horrors that they brought into this world. These individuals are also losing their identity, losing their legacy. Whatever it is they built, they're being erased from the history books, so to speak. It really is the energy of being forgotten. These individuals deemed their life more valuable than yours. Parents, family members. It's hard to even grasp the concept of a parent thinking their life is more valuable than their child's. Really have certain places. The star. Go ahead. given it a divinity so they could sacrifice it to Moloch for these riches and fame. See, the star is an energy of just that, fame, being in the spotlight. But I read this in negative polarity. So this is what they took from you, or what they tried to. You're being elevated to a level far beyond what you can even begin to imagine at this point. It's only up for you from this point moving forward. You're being repaid with interest 10 times over, probably more. Because what was once you moving into an energy of success is now you being moved into an energy of global influence and success that is going to last in the ages. What do we have to help us? Wow. What a powerful energy. Judgment for real. Famine and sickness right underneath that 5 of Pentacles. So we have the Tower, the Death card, and the Judgment card. 3 of the most powerful energies in the tarot are all here. It's over for these individuals. What they've done is, well, like we channeled through already, it's almost an energy of not being able to face you because the wickedness is so extreme. I wanted to say it's an energy of not being able to be forgiven, but you understand that being on the path you're on, you must forgive no matter what it was, because you understand that judgment is going to work in these individuals' lives to bring forth karmic retribution for you. The forgiveness is really you releasing any of these energetic cords that these individuals are still trying to keep engaged with you. So in other words, when you hold on to these energies and you can't forgive the resentment and the bitterness, you're essentially allowing them to still affect you. Okay? And I know that some of these situations are so extreme, it seems like it's damn impossible to forgive, but you also need to understand that forgiveness is something you have from within yourself, coming to some sort of union with your higher self and having to sit there, going over everything you've done and everything you're taking with you in the form of discernment moving forward. That's what forgiveness is. It's not having FaceTime with other individuals. You don't need to do that. But you do need to release this energy from you. Because where you're going, this energy can't go. And if you could get a glimpse of what I'm seeing for you right now in my mind's eye, you would start to quickly forget about all the wickedness and darkness that these individuals used against you. Because you would start to see the purpose and the bigger meaning to everything you had to go through to get to this point. You would recognize yourself for the warrior you truly are. Because only warriors and the most powerful light warriors are put through cycles like this. And we have it here, Pisces energy. 9 of Cups healing. So again, further reiterating what I just said, right? Healing from this energy. Saying your goodbyes to the past and running into this new timeline, this new life cycle. It's like you just saw the vision of what I saw for you. You're like, oh my God, maybe I forgive you, I don't care anymore. Whatever, it's fine. I'm out of here. This is also an energy of abundance. I see you entering into this energy of fulfillment to you, bringing forth these visions that you have for yourself. This really is the energy of your wishes coming true. See the magic that we have all around us. And understand that with all that darkness and wickedness comes beauty, purpose, and magic that you now have access to through all your hard work inside the collective. You have to go through this again. This wisdom. This is what we're saying. It's the simplest way of purpose. That wisdom is invaluable. You can't even measure it. You just can't even measure it. Because like I was saying, there's this energy of legacy here. It's something that sticks around for many generations to communities of people, your future generations, however it may look for you, speaking about you. You become this legendary figure, somebody who lived a life of real purpose, somebody who fulfilled their mission. What do we have at the throat, please? Ace of Wands, a male. Aries, Leo, Sag energy right there at the throat. Again, speaking about something creative here for all of you. There's this very inspiring kind of energy. It's like this is representing this wisdom gained. It's an energy of creation, but it's based off of everything you've had to go through. It's like you have this magic that you now have access to. Some of you are healers, you feel. So Some of you could work with sorts of medicines and herbs. Some of you could be Reiki masters, or you're going to be. Some of you could be artists, musicians, speakers, podcasts, other tarot readers. Picking up all sorts of stuff here. But there's just an energy where I'm feeling a heightened sense of creativity that's very, very powerful. And it's all because of what you've been through, the tower at the throat. This is an energy of transmutation, taking the pain, turning it into purpose by way of the throat chakra. It doesn't have to be you verbally speaking, it's creation. Communication can be had through paintings, right? But whatever it is, it's represented here. It's very, very powerful. It's very profound what I'm picking up. What do we have at the end? I think if I met myself, I could probably cry right now. I'm just picking up something very emotional here. Wow, yes, swords. Jack energy. God, protector and savior, truth and justice, protection from enemies, and stealing one's fortune. Wow. Right, it's like this family. I was talking about a father who was trying to sacrifice your purpose to this entity, right? Would steal one's fortune. It's all the same thing. Eight of Swords is an energy of imprisonment. It's like they've been in prison, like I was saying, inside this karmic cycle of their wickedness. It's just playing over and over and over. And there's this energy of protection around you. It's like this is a spirit guide reprimanding this person. You're in this energy of freedom, hope. You've been liberated from this energy. You've been released from this karmic cycle. And they're in the opposite. They're now in the energy of restriction, feeling very powerless to the circumstances that are around us. An energy of imprisonment. Mental imprisonment, but this could start working down into their actual reality as well. Some of these individuals may find themselves in prison. It just really depends on, obviously, what they did. But for a large group of you out there, it got really bad. Cherry, Michael, Cancer energy, who is like God. Perseverance, success, and constant overcoming adversity. And here you are having victory over these energies. You never gave up. You always had this inner drive to succeed, even in your darkest hours. You always held on to it. You always knew that there was a divine tether connected to you. You have nothing but success coming into your life because of everything that you've had to endure up until this point. Keep pushing forward. Keep working on this connection from the divine. The stronger it becomes, the more solidified you're going to become as the time, and the more protection you will have surrounding you. Remember, we must always be in the energy of maintenance. We must always fight for our happiness. See, they want to catch you when you're not paying attention. So it's very important that you remain very focused on the here and now and hold that vision that you're trying to get to in the future. And these individuals are going to have to watch you rise to the top. You're here to build a legacy. Don't allow anybody to try and take that away from you or tell you who you are and who you are not. The war angels have been released. This is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline. Should you choose to accept, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like a personal reading,